Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a really simple makeup look. It is apparently the hottest day on record here in London today, and it's supposed to be like 39 degrees, so it's going to be quite simple makeup, and I want to still look glowy, but I don't want it to be greasy. I do have my oily kind of T-zone, so I'm just going to give tips on how to have a glow without the grease, really. That's kind of the summary of the tutorial. So I'm going to start by doing a little bit of skincare. I'm going to start by doing a spray. I've been using this toner on and off. This is my second bottle by JKosmmune, and this has got beta-glutamine in, and I just like having it in my bag because I use it throughout the day as well. It's quite calming to the skin. Got a little bit of redness, and it just is very sort of calms the skin down. So I've cleansed and everything. Next, actually I'm not going to moisturize the center of my face here because I'm going to be using a tinted SPF, which is more or less like a kind of BB cream, and I just don't feel that I need any extra moisturization on the center of my face at all. I am going to use this moisturizer on the sort of peripheral area of my face. Peripheral, yes, that's right. Just because I want to have some sort of extra sheen around here. And if anything, if I am a bit dry, then it's more around the outsides of my face. I'm going to use this one, which is a hybrid. It's a skincare moisturizer with a highlighter mix, but you'll probably notice that the highlighter element is quite subtle. This is a Dr. Lancer one. I actually love the way this looks on the skin, and I like that it has some nice ingredients in, like aloe vera, and it has some Japanese plant extracts and, you know, good old glycerin and things. It is pretty expensive for what it is, which is not great, but it feels very light on the skin, and I love when highlighters are really, really subtle and they don't look disco-y. So I'm going to use that really just on the top of my cheekbones. I even use that a little bit on my nose as well. Just on the centre though, not where my pores are. Next I'm going to use the Bioderma, and this is the Pore Minimizer. Just down the centre of my face, just where all my pores are, really, my bigger pores. Not all my pores, I know I've got pores all over my face, but where the bigger ones are, and where I'm likely to get greasy as well. Also going to do my forehead. This is a real standard product I've had in my kit for years. So that's kind of the prep for this. So really I just have moisturiser / highlighter hybrid in this kind of area, so sort of around the eyes, tops of the cheekbones, sides of the forehead, sort of sides of the cheeks, and then I just have a pore minimizing primer down the center. So instead of foundation today, I'm going to go straight in with my Heliocare SPF 50. I've been using this for a few years now, and I just love, firstly, the coverage that it gives you. It's going to look a bit light when it first goes on, but I need to really blend it out, and then I'll build it up where I need to. Sadly, it's only available in 2 shades. This is a hybrid SPF, so it's a hybrid between minerals, and it's not nano mineral, it's just a mineral sunscreen, and it's also a chemical sunscreen. It's a mixture of the two. It's got triazones and triazines. It also has a fern plant block, which is a little bit like a antioxidant for the skin, so it has skincare benefits as well. Now, because it is an SPF, I have to really make sure that I cover all of my skin. This is the kind of SPF I would use, well, I do use when I'm just in the city, because it doubles up as makeup, and as long as I put it all over my skin and I'm not laying out in the sun, I'm really just, you know, if I do go out, I'm not out for long, but it gives me enough protection. I'm going to go over my eyelids and all around my eyes. But if you can see, it's just such a nice coverage. It still looks like real skin, but it just covers kind of redness, any small bits of pigmentation, just evens out the skin tone really. I'm going to go back in with another thin layer. And you can see the colour's about right now that it's all over my face. I do also have a spray SPF on my chest and shoulders. That's actually a Caudalie one, but I put that one on before I came to work. So that's a good layer of SPF all over my face, eyelids. I did actually put some extra on my neck, why not? And you can see I just love the coverage of this. It's deceptively good coverage because it feels so light, but there's a good level of pigment in there. So I feel like with this, on a regular day, I don't need to do a lot of concealing. I am going to do a little bit, so I'm going to go under my eyes. Although even just having that, the tinted SPF under my eyes just evens them out. You know, pretty well actually. So this is more of a long wearing concealer that I'm going to use now, considering the heat that's going to be out there. But I'm not using tons because I want my skin to look really fresh. And then I think I'll just do, there's a couple of marks and things, but I'm not going to put a lot on. Next I'm going to use some translucent powder just to set and take the shine off. Just around here mainly. Okay, so onto eyes. I'm not going to do a lot of eye makeup. I'm going to use actually just a pencil. Got a couple of pencils from Nudestix. I thought I'd do a little bit of shine just on the centre of my lid. Well, I forgot to say that I didn't do a, well you probably know this, I didn't do a tutorial for my channel last week, but I did do one for Alexa Chung's channel. If you haven't seen it, go and have a look. I'm doing her makeup and it's quite a fun one. We're just kind of really just laughing at each other throughout the whole thing. But the look's really nice as well. It's like an 80s makeup look on her. Modern style, Alexa's style. But if you liked any of the other videos that I've done with her on this channel, then I'm sure you'll really like the one that we did together. So that's just a shine on the lid, you can see. That feels like it's really not going anywhere. And then I think for underneath, I might just use a little, this is the darker brown version, just through the lash roots at the end there, and just tap those in. It's more of a little bit of shading there at the outer edge. Probably not going to notice much difference, or maybe you can. It'll just give a tiny bit of definition, but won't feel like I'm wearing very much eye makeup at all. Underneath, I'm just going to go through the lash roots, just to give that almost imperceivable shadow effect. It's like the natural shadow that's been created by your lashes, but just enhancing that. And then with the lighter colour again, add a little bit of that to the inner corner. That's a nice quick eye makeup look. Just playing with light and shade. So next I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And of course, once I've got my mascara on, I can always add more of the pencil. You know, once my brows are done and mascara's done and everything. But I want this look to be non-complicated. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Doll Eyes waterproof mascara. So this gives more of a feathery kind of effect on the lashes. Quite a fanned out look. And then just picking up those ones in the inner corner using the tip of the mascara. Just sweeping through the lash from base to end. So it's kind of like what I call a pretty lash. It's not a heavy lash. It wasn't. It was a pretty lash until I smudged it all up there. And same through the lower lashes. So for brows, I'm going to use a little bit like the Suku pen that I often use. I've got the Glossier version. So it's the very fine felt tip. And it feels quite like my, it's a little bit more pigment in it, a little bit more colour than the Suku one. So I'm just going to use this to fill in my brows a little bit. So just extending the length there and just adding a few more hairs at the front here. So I'm just looking to create a very natural brow. But it's nice because you can actually draw the hairs. Well, you've seen me do it with the other brand, but this one is a little bit more strong. So I'd say you need a lighter hand with this. It does exactly the same thing, but just be very light in your approach. And that's good as well because it is waterproof. It sets like a felt tip really. So you're not going to be smudging off your brows. I'm going to use some clear gel just to make them look really luscious. And set them in place. Now on the rest of my skin, I don't want to go really highlightery. I want this to be about real glow, as in dewiness if you like. But because it is such a hot day as well, I am going to use a little bit of cream blush. I'm going to use this one, this Bourjois one. Not sure if this is still available. It's really nice and transparent and it feels like it sets on the skin. So I'm just almost feathering that on to the cheek. And because the SPF has left a nice natural sort of sheen anyway, they're kind of working really nicely together. But again, this one does set. It's not a sort of a greasy cream. It's definitely more of a setting liquid. Brush a bit on my lips as well while I'm there. So that's again nice and quick and that's set nicely. So to finish off for lips, I'm going to just make it really simple. I tried this look yesterday and I really liked it. So it's a tinted lip balm. This is by KORA and it looks very dark, but actually it's just a really nice kind of lip stain. And then I want to do a sort of ombre lip, so I'm going to put some pink. This is Love of My Life. I know it's sold out, but I am bringing it back in hopefully October. So if you didn't manage to get it, it is coming back. Put that in the centre. So it's just a really natural looking lip, but still got a bit of colour to it. I think that's the look. I think that's it. I think that's going to be plenty for today. The only thing I'm going to add is, I don't need much because actually the highlighter moisturiser hybrid that I used underneath has given me more than enough glow and I don't feel at all greasy. But I might just add a drop of this highlighting glass. So this is a little bit like the MAC Pro one. It's funny because these sorts of products were so hard to get years ago. You used to have to make your own for editorials, but now it's quite easy to get them. I'm just going to put 3 or 4 dabs of that just on the top of my cheekbone. So what this is effectively doing is giving you a dewy highlight rather than a frosty or a pearlized highlight, but it's a very light texture. And that's it. And then if I wanted to, I could put a bit more pencil on my eyes, but I honestly think that is more than enough for today. I'm even just going to blot my lips a tiny bit. Yeah, I think that's a good look. So that's the finished look. It was a really simple makeup. I think it's just a nice simple look for every day in the hot weather, and I do have my SPF on, so my skin is protected, but I also feel like I look quite glamorous in a very understated, natural makeup kind of a way. So hope that was helpful, and I'll see you soon.